the Bruce and Berrington partnership that's been very good throughout this campaign to rescue things for Scotland here, as Nepal have found a window. How good a catch is this? It's going to get better with every view, and you will not see a more charismatic cricketer than this man, Sampal Kami. I think it's fair to say he's charged up. That was a special grab, a special moment.
Yeah, fantastic over, that knuckleball first of all, and then a catch that will live long in the memory. This should give us a perfect view of how good a reaction catch that was. And it's come at a crucial stage because it now gets two new batters in, just as Scotland were looking to press on.
Probably the over of the tournament from a Nepali standpoint. 2 wickets in it, and 34 for 3. But this group, I have no doubt, they're building their own legacy, telling their own story, and having just as big an impact on the next generation. He's been a great servant as Sampal Kami, him and Karan Kesu, the 2 eldest players in the squad. Yes, Lamachani's wicket-taking record much more impressive. The way Kami batted the other day against the West Indies, and now back in the wickets today, big impact. And a great servant for the game for Nepal.
Why didn't he start the tournament then? What was the explanation or reasoning, do you think?
They couldn't find a way, I think, to get Karan KC and him into the same side. We knew that Stuart Law would want to go with Nandan Yadav's heavier ball and death bowling skills. Kami's all-round experience batted so effectively with Dipendra Singh Airi against the West Indies to take them out of a dreadful position. He's had a big impact across the 2 games that he has been given the opportunity to play in.
Well, not much time now for Berrington and Bruce, but both have looked in very good order in the cricket that they've played so far, particularly Berrington against the spin at the start of his innings.
Fielder there. Oh no! Complete misjudgment from Lokesh Bam. He's come in. Bam, usually a wicket keeper, and the misjudgment might not just have cost the wicket, but it's cost 6 runs to go with it.
But it's very firmly struck, but Berrington couldn't quite get the elevation he wanted because the ball was so full, so he couldn't get under the ball. And you can see the 5 yards or so that Andrew Leonard was talking about, that he was inside the rope, that was costly. Pulled away this time. A couple more, maybe more than that. A collision on the boundary edge. Let's hope no danger is done here. Gulshan Jar has gone down. There's a collision right on the edge.
Over-enthusiasm, you never like to see this. Oh, could be nasty. Powdle seems to be okay, but the captain has real concern over his young all-rounder. And he looks in agony. Let's hope it's just an impact injury, a bruise, and no worse than that. Powdle now, having initially shown the concern for his teammate, is feeling the effects too. I think just swept up in the tidal wave of emotion around the ground. It was reaching fever pitch. And no communication and a nasty collision.
Yeah, when the ball's coming, you've got your eyes laser focused on the ball, and that peripheral vision doesn't always enable you to see the man approaching from the other angle. And lots of stories of very bad collisions in the outfield when 2 fielders have gone for a catch. They weren't going for the catch on this occasion, but it was quite a heavy collision. Let's hope he's okay.
Certainly make players and people tough up in Nepal. Let's hope he's okay. Now, last night we saw one of the great T20 World Cup innings as Australia, much to the joy of the man to my left, were taken apart by Pathum Nissanka. He took an excellent catch himself too. And he brought up the first 100, not just in this World Cup, but in 2 editions. We didn't get one 2 years ago. And then, like the old Dublin or London buses, 2 came along at once with a stunner from Yuvraj Samra.
Extraordinary couple of hundreds we've seen. I thought it looked an exceptional evening in Palakelli. Lights on, crowd in, absolutely loving it. And then today, the man named after Yuvraj, or I should say the boy named after Yuvraj, he's still a teenager, just 19 years of age, playing the innings of his life.
Born in Brampton in Ontario, real hub of the game there, and becomes the first teenager at any senior World Cup, any senior ICC event, to make a century. 145 for 3. And a bit of news coming across again from Sri Lanka. You need some rain, just send Ireland in, we'll find a way to make it rain. And look at the joy, because Zimbabwe, who couldn't qualify in 2024, missed out to the Africa Regionals, are through to the Super 8s. Another fantastic story in one of the most brilliant World Cups we've ever had to enjoy.
Prolonged drizzle in Palakelli. Candy, who'd have thought it?
Hit down towards long on, who takes the catch. And a bit of redemption for Sandeep Jora. He put one down that went all the way up to the moon. And Lokesh Bam will breathe a heavy sigh of relief too, because Jora shows him how it's done.
Well, this is a good catch because it was hit flat and hard by Berrington. So it's coming out of the background of the crowd. Going at a decent pace. He hits a hard ball, does Richie Berrington. So this is a very good catch on this occasion. He's gone for 10, 145 for 4.